Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight was earlier, and I hope you are being kind to yourself and other people. Right now a lot is going on in Los Angeles, California. So anyway, besides that is if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you could find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, you could give this video a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and plus, don't forget, you can leave me a message down below, beep, 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 and you could share my videos with your family, your friends, a chipmunk, and a horse. Plus, don't forget the notification bell. That way you don't forget any of my videos. And you can check out my playlist. Plus, you can find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight or on Facebook, and this is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. Hang on. I'm a little out of breath. So anyway, today, my heart really does go out to the people in California, Los Angeles, California, where they had that huge wildfire going on out there, so my heart does go out, and this video is being made for those people. And no matter who the people are in that area, they all have souls, so I know a lot of rich people, are out there in those areas, and they lost their homes, so be mindful of that this could happen to any of us at any given time. And the reason I'm making this video is because I am not from Los Angeles, I'm from New York, and today I was believe it or not, I never told you, only one person knows where I am, is I am in California, and I needed to witness this, not that, I'm where the fire is, but we all need to see stuff like this. And you're probably thinking, Starlight, why are you talking like that? Well, there's a lot of times, we take our life for granted, we take our family for granted, we take our friends for granted, and, we're a lot of times, sorry, my nose is a little runny here. There goes Starlight chasing her nose. But this morning, the reason why I'm making this is I was outside, I did my yoga. Sorry, my nose is a little... It's not going to stop running. So this morning, like I was saying, is I did go out and do yoga, and I'm like, okay, I want to go meditate after, because I wanted to make sure I get these done before it gets too cold or too dark out, especially yoga. And then I decided, well, I'm gonna go at that cement picnic table, put my blanket, lay it out, lay on the table, because of the wind a couple of days ago, is that it blew a lot of stuff all over the grass. So, there's a lot of work that the, city people will be doing, to clean up after the storm, the windstorm in Los Angeles, California, and surrounding areas, or, like wherever. And so I laid out on the table to do my meditation, had my red blanket out, and I laid out for like about an hour with meditations. And when I got up, you can't see it really, and I would have never known this. I never would have, expect this. I love to go camping, and I love to have a fire, going camping with a tent, and so I know, like, there will be ashes that will fly all over, near the campsite, going camping. And like I said, I'm from New York, but this is mind-blowing. Now, people that are from California, they're used to this stuff. And somebody like Starlight or people that are just coming through and visiting, they're not used to this stuff. So when I got done with my hour of, like laying there, doing yoga, is I was covered with ashes, from head to toe, and my blanket was, spotted really bad. And I was at that park for about an hour, about 2 hours, and my car was loaded with stuff because the other day, a couple of days ago, I cleaned my car. I'm like, there, now it's clean, and the next morning when I woke up, where I parked, my car was shaking, and the wind was picking up. I'm like, man, I'm not from around here. And I did not know what to expect, and things were flying over. Building where I was, part of the top of their building went off, near where I was. And I didn't know that there was a fire, until I watched my mentor's video that morning, when I woke up. So when I did wake up, the sky was all smoke, like you could see it in the air. And I was just blown away about how ashes are still, falling through the air and, landing out all over. And like I said, my car, I just cleaned before this, that day, or the day before that, I just got my car cleaned, hand cleaned, and there was so much sand and dirt that flew all over my car, near the windows. My windows looked horrible, over this windstorm. And so I'm making this video not about Starlight and her little pity stuff here. Absolutely not. It's just that this should really, wake us all up, is to say, am I even grateful for the things I do have in my life? Am I grateful for the people that I have? Am I grateful for the roof over my head? Starlight's always, I am super grateful. I was grateful before I got in this situation, living in my car and going on this journey. And I'm even more grateful now, going through this journey with what God has done and what God has showed me through this more than a year now, that I've been, since October 23, I've been living in my car. So it's been a while that I've been, learning so many different things. So not very many people would wish to be in Starlight's situation, but I needed to go through this. I needed to travel. I needed to see what goes on in other parts of the world, besides New York. So, I have cried over this. I didn't even arrive in that area where the fire, I think I've been really super close, going into areas nearby where the fire happened. And actually I was heading to that location, and, one thing or another, God actually stopped me where I am. So I am so grateful that, I wasn't somewhere in a parking lot, in that area where this all happened. Thank you. Because I really believe I was going to be going over by the ocean side is where I was heading. So with that is, the people that, it doesn't matter who they are and, how much money they have and if they're famous or not. It's just that those are people as well as you and I. And, they're going through a lot, and, all the other people that, I know. At this library, there's a lady that I was mentioning in the other video where, her parents lost their home and their friends lost their home in that area. So it's different kinds of people, and it's mind-boggling to Starlight that it's like, you would think it's like snowing out, but it's not snowing. It's actually ashes from the fire. and firefighters are used to this stuff, and thank God for firefighters that risk their life, they get out there, in the front line, and, they're trying to deal with these kind of things. So, really, I just pray that we take a moment and really be grateful for what we do have in our life, and it doesn't matter, like what you have or what you think you don't have, but be grateful for what you do have and the people that you have in your life. Like I made a video yesterday, a short part of it, I mentioned about it's horrible that these people lost their homes, but how's their family members, That's really, a home is important, but that is, they can get, another place. People do it all the time. There's a lot of people out there that will help people out, that are going through this. And thank God for programs out there that help out, like Red Cross, and different places that actually like they are ready for these kind of things to help people to, their clothes are all gone, their clothes are, everything. So, like, what do we have to complain about when you find out about that people lost everything that they owned? And, I don't know if any dogs or, pets or any of that. I'm hoping that everybody left when they're supposed to, so I did, just talking about this, blows my mind, and I am grateful that I was protected through this time, and I like I said, I could have been in that area, but I wasn't. God, through the numbers, through messages that I get, I was heading that direction. So I am so grateful that God's like, no, Starlight, stay right here, and I was going to head somewhere the morning of, and then the crows were telling me not to. I'm like, I was going to go get more food at a food pantry, and, stuff was going on that I didn't know about in different areas. So, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go get food today because the universe knows something I don't know. So, really pray for these people. It doesn't matter if they're rich and famous or not, A lot of those people, they got tricked and deceived into being where they are. So my heart goes out to all of those people, whether they are God's children or the devil's children, is that I don't wish for anyone to perish, not one, and it is a shame that they lost everything. And, these, like my mentor was saying on his video, is, when people play around and, they rearrange things with the earth, and doing things that they're not supposed to do with the grounds, and, over money, making money, and, building houses on a land that should never been. And I didn't know all that until I watched a video from my mentor that educated everybody about that it used to be wet there. It wasn't like that. And they had to get their fingers in there and play around, and being greedy about trying to make money. And it's ruined a lot of people's lives, with the things that they work so hard to get and to gain. So really, I pray that we all pray for these people like I have. I don't know any of them. You don't have to know these people. It's just that send good energy out their way and really think of how your life is, and are you grateful for the things that you have? Are you a person that will help other people out? And I am so grateful to hear that there's people opening up their homes in that areas. That is so sweet. They're inviting strangers in their home to help them out. Thank you. So, it is a load, like I said, to have stuff land over. I had ashes in my hair. I'm like shaking it out. I'm like, that is mind blowing. I didn't need to get close to the fire to be affected by it, and for anybody in the area that it didn't get burned, and didn't have fire, but they're having ashes all over their car, please pay attention to those ashes. Those, it could have been you that lost everything, you know? And it might sound easy for me to say when I might have, you know, had to let go of all my stuff, but I didn't lose it all in one shot. You know, I had to, it just was gradually that I had to let go of everything. So just put yourself in these people's shoes that, you know, one day they woke up and their life was not the same, you know. So I want you to be grateful for what you have and really count your many blessings. You know, there's people that on my YouTube channel that let me know that her friend is like a few blocks away from where all this happened. And it's so good that that person's okay, you know, that their family is okay, you know. So I just pray that we would be grateful and, you know, that maybe there's a way they can change this around, you know, like, and not to, you know, because it's going to keep on going on in that area, you know. I'm sorry, my nose here. So Mother Gaia is not happy with what has happened, and this is the effects of that, you know, and that's what I definitely believe that, you know. And so anyway, pray for those people, and if you're in that area nearby, you know, really try to, if you're really super close to those people, please help these people out. They're going to need some help. They're going to need some emotional therapy help, you know, to help them get through these days. So anyway, I love you so much. This is Starlight, and my heart goes out to all of them and you. You know, maybe you're dealing with stuff that I don't know about, and really just take some time to pray for these people, because they're gonna need help, and it's, you know, it's gonna take some time. You know, it takes years to get all those things, you know, and have a house and, you know, all this stuff, you know, so it's gonna take time, and it's something that they'll never forget, you know, when they go through this, and the people in the neighborhood, you know. So if you're in that neighborhood, you might want to consider moving. You know, do you really want to experience this all the time over and over again? So if you are in that area, near that area, you know, you might really want to consider about, you know what, I can't deal with this anymore. You know, maybe it's a wise thing to do. If I was in that area, but you bet your ass I would have been out, you know. So anyway, I do love you. This is Starlight. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave a message down below. Beep, beep, beep. And I thank you, my mentor, Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart, for really, you know, doing the research and finding out all this stuff. Thank you for informing people about really what's going on out there. And besides subscribing to my YouTube channel, you can leave me a message down below, and thank you for the ones that have. And also, you could share my videos with your family, your friends. Let's see, a raccoon, and it's another, oh, a kangaroo. Plus, don't forget the notification bell, and you can also check out my playlist. Plus, check me out on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that's Kathy with a K, Ding with Starlight. I love you all. Really, count your many blessings. There's more than we can count. We got to be grateful for what we have, and pray for those people. You know, less complaining about how bad it is, and be happy for how all the good things that are going on. Anyway, I love you so much. This is Starlight. Namaste. This is Starlight, Love, Light, and